Butterflies, butterflies, pretty little butterflies. Oh, aren't they beautiful? These are ones that my girls made. Oh, I love craft, and I especially love making things from stuff that we find around the house. And aren't these beautiful? And today I want to show you how, with a few little things, we can make some beautiful tie-dyed coffee filter butterflies. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life. Thank you so much for joining me today as I get in my crafting element. Yes, we've been having some fun around the house as part of unschooling. We randomly craft. It's like, oh, what do we have today? What can we make? And we came across some things and we had some fun and we have made some beautiful coffee filter butterflies. And this is what I want to look at today. I did a video on the Very Hungry Caterpillar, and remember we made egg carton caterpillars. Do you remember? Do you remember that video? Did you like it? Did you subscribe from it? Oh, I hope so. Thank you to everybody who does like and subscribe and have joined this Learning Life community. Now, today, these are simple and fun, and it is great from really young to very mature. These are all just things that we had around the house. And so these are the simple steps to making some really beautiful, like this, tie-dyed butterflies. This is all you need. Some round coffee filters. These are just like the cheap ones. I always have these on hand. You buy them in bulk at Dollar Tree. Honestly, all of my crafts can be sponsored by Dollar Tree. So just some simple round coffee filters. You'll need some pipe cleaners. Oh yeah, we love our pipe cleaners in our house. Washable markers. It's important that they're washable. Okay, you can use watercolors, and we tried that, but you get more vibrant colors if you use washable markers. And then some water in a spray bottle. You can use a spoon, but who doesn't love to spray? So there you go. And then a tray so that you can dry them. And there's different ways that we can dry them, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. So how do we make these beautiful little butterflies? Well, you will need 2 coffee filters. That's right. You want 2, and you want them to stay together. That is important. Okay. 2 coffee filters staying together. Lay them as flat as you can, and then get your washable markers and go to town with whatever it is that you want to do. Now, what I do suggest is, as you color, that you want to have some white space in it. I'm just going some nice, big, bold, and remember, it doesn't have to look ultimately really pretty right now. You've just got to do your lines, your colors, just get in there and whatever you want to do. Like my daughter did a lot more sort of dots and some swirls in this one. And so here I am I'm doing some green right now, some nice big bold. And again, I'm not worried that it's not all coming through. And then you notice it's coming through. That is what we want. It's why we have 2 together. And so I'm like, what do I want to do now? Oh. Again, I just go as the wind will take me. I am never really sort of sitting and thinking through, what concept do I want for this? Sometimes I just pick up, grab, and go. And so now I've just added some purple around. And you think, what else could I do? Oh, red. I love red. So now red. Where do I want to go? All right. And, how about some yellow? Okay. So it's just a real sort of scrabble. Like it doesn't need to be perfect. And it especially doesn't need to be all fully covered. So you see like this. Look at this. And we can see it's coming through the other side. So we have these. This is where the fun part comes in right now. You'll grab your tray. And I just lined it with a bit of baking paper as well. Put it on your tray and get your water bottle. Now, yes, you can spoon it, but it really is just fun to spray. And you want to spray it and really make it quite wet, because what we want to do is have the colors start to run. And so saturate your coffee filters. And as you can see here, they're already Isn't that fun? But keep them down, keep them together. Let them sit for a moment. And then you want to just dry them. Now, there are some different ways that you can dry them. Beautiful weather, stick them outside in the sun. Okay, but this does not have to be a sunny weather sort of activity. No, for us, what we did is we put them in a low oven at about 180 degrees for about 10 minutes. And that dried them out beautifully so that we could then just continue making our butterflies. On a good sort of summer's day, it takes at least about 20 minutes out into the sun. Depending on where you are, Georgia, it'd probably be 5 minutes. So you let it sit on the trays and you let them dry, still keeping the two coffee filters together. Now, me being me and thinking, I don't want to stop and start and, or have you wait for something to dry, then I made some earlier. Isn't that beautiful? That's just the colors running in together. And so that is what we want. I'll let that one sit here and show you in a moment as it continues to go. Now we can separate them. Look at this. I've got 2 circles. This is really cool. This is where we now get to do that little accordion fold or concertina fold, however you want to do it. Not too big, about 1 centimeter, about 1/2 inch. And we're just going to fold back and forth. And this is great for little fingers to practice and to move that back and forth. Fine motor skills. Oh, look, we're crafting. We're fine motoring. Awesome. And so we have the back and forth till it looks like this. Okay, we want it to stay like that. And do exactly the same with the other one. Again, you want to keep it about the same size. Back and forth. Making sure that you're folding it down nicely to get some sharp creases. Who doesn't like a sharp crease? Except in our jeans. Unless, we were a mother of the 80s and like to put creases in our jeans. All right. Again, got it flat. Well, now we've got these 2 beautiful things. Place them on top of each other, okay? Again, our folds are still pointing out. We're doing it this way. And now we get a pipe cleaner or Chanel stem or whatever you want to call it. I like to fold it in half first to give me that V. And I'm just going to push it through at the center so it sits through. And now I'm going to just twist. And of course, I want to make my little antenna, so I'm just going to little curl it around at the top. It's always so much fun. And the great thing about this is everyone looks different. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, it does look a little funny like this now. Just hang on. Let's open up our wings. Look at that. They have folded, opened up on both sides. So it's like our beautiful butterfly is ready to take flight. Okay, yes, our antenna is still sticking up in the air. All we need to do is just fold them backwards. And look at this. Look at this beautiful butterfly. Super easy to make. And look just how pretty it is. That's just from watercolors running through on a coffee filter. And you can just make these so easily. And they fly. Oh, I love it. Now, an alternate form of this. This is really the easiest. If you want to go a little bit quirky and fun, you can use some clothes pegs and some little googly eyes. You're still going to make all your wings the same using our watercolors and our coffee filters. But then what we do after we've folded, we're going to put it into the clothespin or the peg, whatever you want to call it. Now we used some, just a smaller part. You just sort of cut down your pipe cleaner because you don't need as much to make the antenna. And of course, who doesn't love googly eyes? And so you just stick a couple of little googly eyes on using your ever faithful craft glue or hot glue if that's what you have. So you can do it this way and step it up a little bit using a peg, or you can just keep just with coffee filters and a pipe cleaner. I mean, aren't they beautiful? And that was just so easy. So you could read The Very Hungry Caterpillar and make your caterpillars and then come and make some butterflies afterwards. Because remember, at the end, he was a beautiful butterfly. And read books about butterflies and sing songs about butterflies. Now this has been sitting, just while we're doing this, look at how that's running together still. And the longer that it sits, it's going to run together. And as it keeps drying, I mean, it really is beautiful. And you can have so much fun just trying out some different designs. So I said, one daughter did like some dots and lines, and look at how we had that. The other one used, again, more like pinks and yellows and oranges, more in lines and a few dots. And again, white space. Look at how that bleeds. Like, isn't that beautiful? But we've still got like that white space. They had so much fun with this. And it was so easy for them to do. They're already like, keep asking, Mummy, can we make some more? Can we make some for our friends? Well, of course we can. I mean, we've got a whole big stack of coffee filters. We can just keep on making them. Well, I hope that this is something that maybe you could make. I mean, easy. Watercolors, coffee filters, pipe cleaners. That's all you need, and a whole lot of imagination when it comes to what these wings could look like. Well, thank you so much for watching today, and go make butterflies. If you make some, send me pictures. I would love to see what your butterflies look like. Thank you for being part of this Learning Life community by watching these videos. And if you like them and would like to see some more, you can join us as a champion through Patreon. So you can check that out at patreon.com or my website, where you'll also find the instructions for these, LearningThis.Life.